Every day it's a win. Since I was told that you don't want me, baby, you're just calling. You know I try to hold on to where I saw you.
What is up, tube, and welcome back to another tutorial by Big Al's Barber channel. Guys, let's get into this really quick. This is to get your man bun straight, guys. This is for your man bun guys that come in and they want a zero fade. This is what you gotta do, guys. What I'm starting off here quickly is I'm using my Babyliss Golden FX Scalatorized trimmer, guys. It's barely dropping. If you guys haven't got one, I suggest you guys get one. As you can see, we're moving quickly right here, guys. We already started our first guideline. Our guideline is going to be a medium fade all the way around, just zeroed out, guys, using my Babyliss. Just creating that medium guideline all the way around. Guys, if you guys don't know about man buns are just basically, they're leaving it long on top. So all you're going to do on the sides, it could be done two ways. It could be done a fade or it could be done a taper. Me, preferably, I'd rather do fades. So I always encourage my man bun guys, you know what, just get a fade. If you're gonna get a taper, you might as well get a fade. A fade lasts longer. So what we're gonna do quickly is we're starting right here with our number 2 detachable blade. Now guys, a lot of people struggle with this because they don't think that they should go that tight, and then they try to leave a little lip there. Nah, not me. I go straight up right here with the detachable number 2 right off the side, right before the part right there. You can see there's already a part there where his hair is already on top. I'm gonna go right off the top, and that makes it a quick fix. This is a quick haircut, guys. This man bun right here, seriously, it only took me about 20 minutes to complete. This little man bun wearing guy right here is actually my nephew Angel, so that's why you see the good looks. Is probably because he's related to me. So you can see right there we moved along quickly, and I just basically using my number 2 Oster blade, number 2, and now I'm going to come in with my number 1 using the cordless wall 5 stars, and I'm just barely going to go up to almost to the same spot I went with number 2, just a little bit lower. And you can see a number 1 blends into the number 2, so there's no blending involved, no fading involved. Basically, like as always, you guys know me, you guys follow my videos. I fade in 3 sections. I fade the left side, back side, and the right side. Once I'm done with that number 1, I'm gonna take off my clip, lever open, and I'm gonna create another guideline. That's a half guideline right there. As I go across, I'm gonna lower my lever another quarter way, and I'm gonna go up halfway. Now I'm lowering my lever halfway up, and I'm just gonna go halfway up only. As I go across, I'm lowering my lever, and I'm basically just focusing on that bottom shadow right there. You see that bottom shadow? I'm just trying to push that straight up. It's almost gone right there. What I do now is I'll grab my trimmer right here, and I'll make sure that I get that out. And then what I do is I'm using my Scalatorized GTX, and I'm just pushing that shadow up. As I push it up, I'm just making sure that there's nothing left there. So now all I have left is my half shadow. See that little secondary shadow right there? I'm just going to push that right up to back where the half was. Now all I have is that dark shadow down the middle, and that dark shadow right there I'm going to take care of with a half clip. You create a guideline with the half, and then you take it out with a half clip. Does that make sense? This is a step that a lot of people skip when you're learning how to fade. They don't use the half clip enough, and they'll suffer because of it. I remember that was, once I discovered the half clip, that's when I discovered that what fading was all about. So don't skip this step right here. So the half clip, all the way, lever open, I go all the way across, then I lower my lever quarter way, and I'm just gliding it across the center shadow. As you can see, it's already lightening it up. As I go across, I lower my lever another quarter way, and I'm just focusing on that center shadow, just kind of raking it. As I using my C-cut motion, kind of pulling up a little bit. You can see me kind of messing with the lever, and that's kind of the way I fade. I'll move my lever up and down a little bit. I see a little dark spot. You know, it's all reps, guys. The more reps you get, the better you'll get at this. So again, we move on to the next section. We're moving quickly here. We're going to use our number 2 again, number 2 Oster, using our octane, cordless octane, and we're just going to go right up to the part again. Nothing special, we're not leaving no lip there, no blending, no clipper over comb. We're just going to go nice and tight right with our number 2. And this is the same concept I use if I'm doing an undercut also, guys. If I'm doing an undercut, I'm going to do the exact same way. Basically, a man bun is an undercut, but it's already pulled up into a bun, if you really think about it. Once I went with our number 2, now I'm gonna go with my number 1, lever open, right up to the top again. Right where I went, almost where I went with the number 2, but this is the 1.5. Now I'm gonna lower my lever, close, and I'm just gonna go about halfway up. And when I lower my lever, you can see that it really lightens up, almost blending in. Focusing on that bottom shadow line, just trying to get it as much as I can. Once I'm done with that, I'm gonna take off my clip, lever open, and I'm gonna create another guideline. It's kind of really easy to see on this gentleman right here because his hair is dark. Once I want to cross, create that guideline, now I'm going to lower my lever a quarter way, and I'm going to go almost back to the same spot. You can see I'm kind of using the corner of the machine, guys. And as I go to the other side, I'll use the other corner. Now I lower my lever another quarter, which makes it half, and I'm going halfway up only. From the bottom up, I'm kind of raking it upward. Now I'm closing my lever, and I'm focusing on the bottom shadow. Guys that are just getting started, guys, just remember fading is so much nothing but repetition, guys. Same steps over and over. So right there, I'm just pushing that bottom shadow up, guys, just pushing it up. It's not going to completely come up, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to grab my trimmer, and that bottom shadow right there, I'm just going to push it, rake it up. I'm going to rake it up halfway. As I rake it halfway, I create a little kind of a guide, like a little shadow. That shadow I'm going to take out again right now, no clip, maybe halfway up, and I'm just going to focus on that. See, I'm just going to push it right up to the half again. Same steps on both sides. Now I'm going to grab my clip, my half clip, lever open, and I'm going to rake it across that center shadow, that dark shadow right there. Almost to the same spot where I went with my 1.5. See, as I glide across, lightening it up. Then I'm gonna lower my lever quarter way. I lower my lever without even looking at it, guys, because I've been doing this for so long. You know, some of you guys might have to look at your lever a little bit, but it's the same concept. Now I lower another lever, and I'm just gonna another quarter, and I'm just gonna go halfway up, just kind of focusing on the center shadow, kind of raking it, a little C-cut motion, just getting it up, guys. Simple man buns. When man buns walk into my shop, I think to myself, like, shashing, they're easy, guys, easy. Don't ever turn these haircuts away. These haircuts are money cuts. I call this a money cut right here because they're so simple. So now again, now we're on the third side. Same thing, guys. I'm gonna go with my half with my number 2 Oster, and I'm just gonna go right up the side. Go right up the side of the part right there. Same thing if this was an undercut. If this was an undercut, I'd be doing the exact same way. The only thing is if it was an undercut and it wasn't as long to put it in a bun, then I would probably use clips to keep it out of the way. But it's the same concept. So you went right up the side right there, number 2. Nice and tight, guys. That way there's no hair sticking out. There's nothing worse than seeing a man bun with little hair sticking out, gliding out to the edge like they're like antennas or something. That looks horrible. If you're gonna do man buns, do the man buns right. Right here, number 1, all the way up to the top again, guys. Almost to the same spot with the number 2. Moving along quickly. It's another reason why man buns are money cuts, because they're so simple, they're easy. You don't have to do nothing to the top. It's like it's like doing a half a haircut almost. See, now we're down to the number 1. Now I'm gonna take off my lever. Lever open. I'm gonna create another guideline right down the middle right there, by about 1 inch up. As I go across, I lower my lever quarter way, and I'm gonna go back up to the same spot again. Go all the way across, lower my lever again, quarter, halfway up. Now I'm just focusing on the bottom shadow, just raking it up. Real simple, guys, quick. This haircut moves quickly right here. Just focusing on that bottom shadow. It doesn't always come up, so I'll always grab my trimmer either way. That way I get that nice, clean, tight fade. Nothing worse than leaving lines in the bottom, guys. No chili bows. Remember that, guys. We don't serve chili bows. Chili bows are no. And the reason why you leave chili bows is because you're leaving shadows around the sides. No halos and no chili bows. Now I'm using my half clip and just focusing on that center shadow, guys. Fading it out. This is a great thing about doing man buns. At this point, the man bun is done, guys. That's it. There's nothing more you can do to it. You're not touching the top. You know, some man buns require lineups. This man bun didn't require lineups, so it was a real super simple. that point, it's pretty much done, guys. But of course, you guys already know at my shop, when I do a fade, I always finish everything off with a razor, either straight razor or the razor machine. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Everybody gets shaved. So right here, I'm just basically I'm running my number 1, and I'm just kind of focusing on that center shadow, just doing a little bit of blending, a little bit of a detail work, trying to get it nice and tight. So now I'm gonna grab my Bronze Series 9 as always, guys. Always my favorite trimmer. Sorry about that. My favorite trimmer is the Skeletorize Bablis, but my favorite shaver is the Bronze Series 9. I've been on the Bronze Series 9 already for about a year and a half, so I've already had it way longer than I ever had a foil shaver. These blades last longer. They gets it super tight, as you can see. It gets way closer than a foil shaver would get it. If you guys don't have one, I highly recommend you. If you guys can't afford a Bronze Series 9, then I would recommend get Bronze Series 7. It's the same thing for $100 less. Basically does the same thing. So I mean, if you don't want to waste your money on a Bronze Series 9, then get yourself a Bronze Series 7. The same thing again. But right here, as always, guys, on my haircuts, my fades, I always finish them off with a shave, whether it be straight razor or whether it be with the brawn. Now, I leave that entirely up to the client. The client, of course, always has final word, final choice. Whatever they want, whatever the client wants, the client gets. But personally, myself, if the client doesn't say anything, then what I do is I go straight to the machine, and I'll do the fade with the machine, because I already know that the machine is closer than a straight razor. Straight razor is a nice feeling and everything, but to me, I feel like the shaving machine gets it closer. Now, if a person wants it with their straight razor, I still finish it off with the razor machine. Why? Because then you get double the treatment. It's extra nice, so it gets extra tight. So I feel that by doing that little extra services like that, you know what? The client always sees it, feels it extra tight, and he'll come back and he'll tell you like, man, that fade last time it lasted me extra days. And that's what you want. You want those super extra tight fades. You don't want to be giving out chili bowls and lines around it with shadows around the edges. You want to give nice tight fades that are going to last a long time, that are going to feel smooth, that when your client leaves the chair, he's going to say like, damn, that's tight. You know, and that's what I try to get out of my clients. That's the reaction I want. And you can always see it. You know, when you hand your client the mirror and he looks into the side of the mirror, you could tell like what he's looking at. And you can, I like to look at their facial expression, and I could always tell by the facial expression whether they like their haircut or not. Because there's some people that just you're not gonna make them happy. So, but there's some people that you can. Most people you can. I remember when I worked with my old school uncle, and sometimes these man buns would come in like that, and he would tell me like, man, I hate doing those haircuts. And I'm like, but why, man? We have to do these guys. They're here for haircuts too. Especially now, they get these tight fades. And man, this is a money cut. This is an easy cut. Why wouldn't you want to do these man buns? You got to put your pride aside, and even though you're an old school, like myself, I'm an old school barber. I've been around for 18 years, and yeah, sure, things have changed from decade to decade, but you have to adapt as a barber. You have to adapt to the styles, to the different types of hairstyles and hair. Even the type of hair that people have in there. You have to adapt. You have to learn how to do everything. That way you could be successful in this business. So right here, I'm just finishing them up, guys. This is pretty much it. Like I said, this is the best thing about doing man buns. That man buns don't require no maintenance on top. It's just basically the sides. You could do it two ways: taper, fade. It's your choice, the client's choice. Me myself, I recommend fades because I just know that they're gonna last longer. And you know what? Clients always appreciate when you do go up and beyond, and even recommend better haircuts. And that's what it's all about. But at this point, guys, this haircut is over. Guys, if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel, I encourage you guys to subscribe, guys. Big Al's Barber channel is here for you to further your barbering career. The only thing I'm here for, guys, is to motivate, and educate. I'm here to help out in any way I can, and that's why I'm dropping content every single day. I'm trying to stay relevant, and I'm just pushing through it, guys. We have a lot of good events coming through too, guys. If you guys haven't heard about our Look and Learn that we're having in Los Angeles, California, at my shop on September 27th, it's going to be myself, Rum Barber, and Antha Barber. We're going to be collabing for 4 hours at my shop in Azusa, California, guys. If you guys are interested in that, I'm going to leave a link in the info to this video. But I highly recommend, guys, that's 3 YouTube barbers right there going at it, collabing. We're going to do six demos, and at the end we're going to finish it off with some Q&A, some live Q&A. It's going to be awesome, guys. And for those of you guys that aren't going to be able to make it out, guys, don't worry, guys. We're going to videotape this and we're going to show it to you guys, because you know what, guys, we appreciate you guys as much as you guys appreciate us, and that's what we're here for. We're here to help you guys further your barber career so that you guys can stay in this industry and not, discourage and want to quit or nothing like that. But with that being said, that's it for this video, guys. I appreciate you guys watching. I encourage you guys to subscribe and grind on.